Hey everybody, it's Miss Wolf here in the art room. Today I want to show you how we're going to make a really cute little sculpture of a little pumpkin. It's ready for Halloween, so it has a little face like we've carved it into a jack-o'-lantern. This sculpture is made out of pieces of paper that are long, skinny rectangles, and then there's holes between the different rectangles. So it has holes in it, it has empty spaces inside. It is also very round like a ball. The shape of an object that's round like a ball is actually called a sphere. So we're making a sphere to make it look like a round pumpkin. We're going to take a sheet of paper, and if you're in second grade, you're going to do this yourself. If you're in first or kindergarten, you might want to use the strips that I have in the classroom. Or if you're making this at home, you can get a sheet of paper like this. This paper is 9 inches long and 4.5 inches wide. So I'm going to take this sheet of paper and fold it. I'm folding it in half, lining the sides and the corners up like a long, skinny hot dog. That's the hot dog fold. And then we just lay it down and flatten it out. So I'm folding the paper in half. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to fold it over one more time in half. Long, skinny rectangle shapes is what we need. So we're making some long, skinny rectangles when we fold it. Smooth it down, push it down hard, and then when we open it up, it will make 4 equal size rectangles. So the second graders in my school are going to cut on these lines to cut out their own long, skinny rectangle shapes. I already have some cut out, so I can show you what to do with those after you cut them out real quick now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 long, skinny rectangle shapes that we're going to make our pumpkin out of. We're going to take one of these long, skinny rectangles and we're going to loop it around. So I'm going to make a circle out of the rectangle. I'm looping it around. When I get to the end, I'm not going to push the two sides together and make a loop. I'm going to pull it around and lay one end on top of the other end. Nice and smooth and flat to make a circle shape. That's what we need for our jack-o'-lantern. We need circles, not loops. So all you're going to do is take one side of your rectangle and the other side and make a circle where one end is on top of the other end. One goes on top of the other, and they're not pushed together. One is on top of the other one. Then I'm going to hold that between my finger and thumb with one hand and put some glue on one end and then stick the other end on top. It's going to take 2 hands to do this. So you're going to hold it with one hand and then put the glue on with the other hand and then smash it down, hold it together and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And circle sticks together. That's the first one. It's already standing up like a pumpkin, but it's just a circle, so we need to make some more to make it look like a pumpkin. For our next one, we're going to put the circle right on top of the next rectangle. So it's right in the middle, right on top of it. And then I'm going to pull this one up, make that circle stand up, and make a circle out of the second one. The one that was laying down is now going to be a circle. I'm going to glue one end of this new circle on top of the first one. So put some glue on top of the first circle and glue the end on. And then I'm going to put some glue on the top of that one, making a sandwich with glue in the middle and glue in the other end on top. And hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's starting to look like a sphere now. It's getting rounder. We still have 2 more strips of paper though that we need to put on to make it look like a pumpkin. So for the next one, I'm going to put the glue on the top of the shape that we're making, our sphere. Put the glue right on top and then put the rectangle right on it. I need to pull this one between 2 that were already there. So we're going to put the glue on and then put this new strip between the 2 strips that are already there. Just put it right in a hole, right where there's already a hole between them. And then you just pull it around the whole shape and up to the top on the other side. I'm going to put some glue on top. Stick it on and hold it and count. You got it. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I've got lots of them, lots of strips, 3 strips together there, and 3 strips together here, but I've got 2 big holes. You see the big holes? That's where the last strip needs to go. So we have to put the glue on the top again first. The glue always goes on the very top of the pumpkin every time. And then we put the end of the last rectangle on top of the glue. It's getting right on top every time. We're putting them right on top of each other, right at the top of the pumpkin. And then it's going to go over the hole, around the bottom. Ooh, get back here. Sometimes it likes to roll around a little bit. We roll it around the bottom, then roll it up the side, and glue it right on top. Just gluing the ends on top again. I'm going to hold it on there and count. You guessed it. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pushing it down. 10. And now we have our sphere. It could be a basketball right now too. But to make it look even more like a pumpkin, we're going to put a jack-o'-lantern face on it. So we'll cut out some little shapes to look like eyes and a nose and a mouth. You might make a spooky face, a silly face, a funny face. Whatever kind of face you want to put on your jack-o'-lantern is fine. And then we can put a little pipe cleaner on the top so that it looks like it has a stem and vines. I used a green one on this one, but we have lots of different colors in our class, so you might use a different one in our class. I'm also going to come around and put one staple right at the top of your sphere to hold all those little pieces of paper, all the rectangles together, right where we glued it on the top. And one on the bottom too, so they're all held together and it won't fall apart later. Because sometimes the glue dries up and it wants to fall apart. So I'm just going to put one staple on the top, one staple on the bottom, and it will hold together even better. Now we got a whole big round sphere, like a ball, that we can make look like our pumpkin. We're going to cut some black pieces of paper into shapes to make the pumpkin's jack-o'-lantern face. So I'm going to give you a long rectangle of black paper, and you can just cut some squares or some rectangle shapes for eyes, or maybe a triangle shape. You might make a long triangle for a nose, or a diamond shape, rhombus shape, trapezoid shape. Whatever shape you want to put on for the shapes on his eyes, nose, and mouth will be fine. And we'll just use our glue. Put the glue right on the black shapes that we're going to put on our jack-o'-lantern's face. Lots of glue on it. We need a lot of glue. And then we will stick it right at the top of one of the orange strips so it looks like it's on the pumpkin. I'm going to use 2 squares for this pumpkin's eyes. It could be circles or ovals or diamonds or rectangles or stars, whatever shapes you want to cut out. I'm going to glue this one on a shape that's not between them, but leaving an empty space between them because I can put a nose right between the eyes that way. So I'm leaving a strip between the 2 that have eyes on them. And then I'll pick a shape for a nose. I think for this one I'm going to use a diamond for the nose. So I'm going to put the glue on the diamond, lots of glue. Push hard to get your glue on, and then push it on where you want it to stay. So push it hard. You can count to 10 to make it stick too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's stuck. Cute little nose. He just needs a mouth. I've got some different shapes I cut out. I've got a triangle. Let's see how that looks. Let's see if the triangle mouth looks cute. Oh, it looks like he's smiling. Yeah, a triangle might make him look like he's smiling, or she. Could be smiling. Or it could be frowning. Upside down, it looks like it's frowning, it's sad. So we could show some feelings with these. You could use an oval or a rectangle too. It might look like an open mouth. I like that one. I think I'm going to use a smile. I like a smiley face. So I'm going to put some glue on the triangle. and glue it on there like he's smiling. It's a happy jack-o'-lantern. Happy Halloween's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Yay, there's my happy little jack-o'-lantern. And for the stem, I just need a pipe cleaner. This is called a pipe cleaner. It has wire inside so it can bend different ways. I'm going to give you, in the classroom, a color of pipe cleaner. Then we'll just slide it into the middle, through the middle of our pumpkin's body. Pull it up so we have the same amount on each side. And hold it right over his head and twist. Just hold them together and twist, twist, twist. Don't want to make your stem on top. I'm just twisting it to make the stem look like a long cylinder. It looks like silly hair too. So our pumpkin can have some silly hair on top. And then if you want to make vines at the top of your stem, you can just curl it. One way to curl a vine is to wrap it around. The wire is wrap it around a pencil. So just hold the pencil on the end and wrap it around. And you can curl it to make it look like curly vines or crazy hair on the top of your silly little jack-o'-lantern. So here's my new little jack-o'-lantern. I need to twist it a little more to make this stand up, I think. Twist it really low down close to its head and it will stand up better. And there's the vines. To make him stand up so he's not rolling all over the table, we can just push it down a little bit. Say, settle down, sit down. And he sat down. He didn't want to look at you. There he is. And there's my new jack-o'-lantern. I can't wait to see your silly faces and your cute jack-o'-lanterns.